guys, it's Dan, and I am the CEO of SupplementSource.ca, Canada's largest online sports supplement retailer. Today I just want to talk about the advantages of using the vMeasure system. One of the first things that we've seen with vMeasure were cost savings. So typically, and the packers do, is we have two options. They pack with a purchase box or they pack with a recycled box. When our packing team was given the option of using a recycled box or a purchase box, they usually chose the purchase box because those ones were programmed in the system to have a size set, so they didn't have to do any dimensioning. Purchase box took more time to build, as well as it cost us money. We would prefer them to use the recycled box. Obviously, it doesn't cost anything, as well it's good for the environment. Whenever they were to use a recycled box, they would actually have to physically measure the box. This took time away from the number of packs they did a day, as well as it cost us money. What we decided was grabbing vMeasure. That option is basically gone now because vMeasure solves a solution where the guys don't actually have to sit there and measure the boxes. They're gonna pick either box that they're good at. So I think probably the biggest issue they had was, what am I gonna pack with? Now with vMeasure, the system takes the measurements and there is no guesswork and there's no extra work on the pack side. So they choose to use the recycled boxes more because there's less work for them to do now. So when they have a box like this is not a purchase box, this is a recycled box that we're using. It's just a matter of putting it on the vMeasure scale. And as you can see, everything was measured directly right from this spot here. Another reason we chose vMeasure is the accuracy of the measurements. We'd always kind of questioned when we got our bill from our carriers, are these dimensions right? Are they charging us too much? Are they charging us too less, which would be great? But we could never check it. We could never really confirm because sometimes, unless we rebuilt the box again and measured it ourselves a second time, there was always that chance of error. So now, when we're comparing our invoices from our carriers and looking at them and seeing what's going on and see if the pricing's right, we know with vMeasure, we have an accurate measurement that we can actually look at the invoice compared and just compare with the prices and make sure we got everything right. As mentioned, speed has also increased. So the number of packs we do each day has increased because our packing staff no longer has to manually dimension the boxes, and they don't have to pick from a drop down, which causes there's sometimes errors too when they're packing that way, when they're picking from a drop down or typing in the dimensions. There's always that chance of human error. Setup of the vMeasure system literally took me about an hour to do, if that. It was very quick. There was only a couple of screws to put together. It was all came in one package, and I set it up very, very quickly. The staff at vMeasure were incredible. They were online 24/7 hours a day, and they were able to get me set up in the system, not only here, but also on the software on my desktop very quickly. I had no issues at all, and they were there to solve any minor problems that I had, but really there wasn't any because we were up and running very quickly. There was no downtime using this system at all. We didn't miss any time packing orders. It was that fast. We grabbed the vMeasure system because it was the next logical step in our growth. It really has elevated us to a new game. Using vMeasure has increased our productivity, decreased our packing times, and has actually taken us to the next level. We really expect big things this year at Supplement Source, and I know vMeasure is going to add to our goals and make us a more productive and more lucrative company.